Another issues with the audio. I'm sorry. I guess I gotta buy a new mic or something. I don't know. But anyway, this video is about basically like debunking. Socrates is the first step of knowing is knowing you know nothing at all. And it's not debunking it, but it's elaborating on that because he never got to. And it's not that he didn't mean you know nothing. And I'm gonna try to break it down on a bigger level, and hopefully you can understand what I'm saying because I can't really say it all without saying it. You know, that's just how this game works. Because what he was saying, I'm gonna break down what he was saying. He was saying that if this is my interpretation. This is not maybe what he was actually saying, but this is how I interpret it. He's saying that if the presentation is wrong, if everything's, and he's talking about society, I'm talking about society. If society is presenting something to me that I know is wrong, the way I'm viewing it is it's skewed, it's inverted, but I'm seeing it normal. It's like they flipped it, they 3D'd it, you know, did all these, you know how they do models, they airbrush it and they make the picture look original, and then but you're seeing the original through all that. You're like, I see the original, I don't see that. And then they say, hey, Socrates, you're a danger to the youth, you know, by you saying you don't know nothing. You know, that's what they said. They said you're a danger to the youth, and they exiled him. I mean, not exiled, they executed him because they were like, dude, you're too much for the youth. And you know, and another fun fact about Socrates, he never wrote anything down. The whole story of Socrates, low-key, doesn't really make any sense. I mean, he never wrote anything down. His students did, but he was poor. He didn't think he was smart. Basically, he was like a psychopath. I kind of see myself in him, honestly. Because I understand the whole concept of not writing anything down. And, you know, I can't write anything down because as soon as I write something down, I analyze it and I don't like it. And that's kind of, I feel like Socrates was. He writes something down. He's like, I don't like that. You see Ash getting up in the background. But let's get back on topic. Don't be dying on camera. That's not chilling. So look at him messing up my bed. I can't even like keep my bed made because this is what happens. And anyway, he's dying in the background. But anyway, so if everything is presented wrong and you're looking at it the right way, you're going to say, everything I know is wrong. Everything that I thought that I learned in this presentation is really wrong, actually. Because if everything presented to you is fake, let's really break this down. I can't go too in detail. I need you to just follow me here. If the reality is presented as fake, then everything you know is wrong. That doesn't mean that there's an end-all. That doesn't mean that there isn't any truth out there. Because what a lot of people have correlated that to be is, so even if you become a Buddha, you know, and you know everything, you've meditated, so windy as hell, you know everything you need to know about the universe, they would still say, hey, you don't know anything. It's not true. He does know everything because he separated himself from the material world, which is what I'm trying to say, is that the material, the society that we're presented isn't real. But there is truth out there. But the truth is, we don't know. So when he says, I don't know the truth, you got to understand how that's still harmful for the youth because at the time, they needed that every day to get through to life. And he's always saying, I don't think this is real. I don't think this is what is presented is right. I don't know anything. But then you're the smartest person. If you don't know anything and you're the smartest person, what will that do to our youth? And what would that do to your youth? That means that they wouldn't really be invested in it, because then they would know that it's not really real in themselves. I think if you follow what I'm saying, I don't want to go too in detail with it. I don't want to make this video long. I think I want you to kind of understand the gist of what I'm saying. And I don't want to be too wordy too. I don't want to lose people. It's another thing I'm afraid about, talking too deep for too long, because then like people will like lose you, and they're like, their heads are like baby neck, and they're like this. They're like, is he done? He's going over my head here. But basically, that's all I'm saying is that there is more truth. You know, you can learn more things, but you know, once you get past this fakeness that you're presented, once you gotta latch. Everybody latches onto this idealism and real. You know, that's why I was just having this conversation about ego, and some of how ego makes sense in this is that your ego allows you to take yourself to bigger places. So if you can combine that with wanting more knowledge, and you can become yourself. A lot of people are afraid to be themselves. We always talk about that. That's pretty much that's it for this video. Is that I want you to understand that there is more to Socrates saying. The first truth, the first step in knowing truth is knowing you know nothing. But then there's what about step 2 and 3? Well, he died. He didn't get to put them out. So I'll do it for him. I'll tell you that there is people that know truth. It's just the first step I'm breaking it down is its rejection of the reality that you're presented, and knowing that everything you learn in the reality that you're projected is fake. If you learn, just like I said, if you see a model and you see that picture, it's 3D printed, touched up, and stuff to make them look way better than they are presented. Now, Matt, and now I'm going to leave you with that. Now, take that. If that's what pictures are, what is education? What is job? Like, what is all that? What is everything else? Okay? Does that make sense? I hope what I'm saying is making sense, because it really is. But I feel like I'm not good at wording what I'm saying. The conundrums. I think it makes sense. I'm going to put this video out anyway because I think I am making sense that there is truth, there is knowledge. Whatever is presented is fake sometimes. Maybe it may not. I hope this makes sense. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys.